Hello, listeners. Welcome back to our subject supply chain management. So, students, in today's lecture, we will discussing on purchasing and sourcing management. So, purchasing is a very important part for any production organization. So, generally, we refer purchasing as the procurement of a required material for the processing. Purchasing means not only procurement but it starts from the selection of suppliers. So sourcing of suppliers, then selecting of suppliers, and then the process of complete purchasing. So it is what about the purchasing and sourcing management. So we're going to discuss on purchasing and sourcing management. So purchasing management, nature, what is the nature and scope of purchasing management? So purchasing management is a strategic process. It's a strategic process for a development of a sound purchasing setup and an effective supply base so as to achieve logistic productivity. So what we can say purchasing management, it is a process. But what type of process? It is a strategic process. Strategic means what? It has a specific strategy, it has a specific plan, and by using that plan they can develop a sound purchasing setup. Means through the this process, through this strategy, through the plan, the organization can set up a set up their structure, set up a process of purchasing. So that setup is a sound and effective supply base. So it is not only the development of a sound setup, but it also related to effective supply base. Means what? It is not only the making a process, or it is not only the making a sound setup for development, but it also create a strong suppliers base. We can say it create a strong supplier network, so that suppliers are providing good quality, they are providing at optimum cost. So it is a purchasing management. So its nature is it's a in strategic process. So it's a strategic process. Then it create a supply base, effective supply base. We can say it create a good relationship with suppliers or vendors, and it will helps to increase the productivity because it is a strategic process. So it helps to getting a product at a right time when we required, or we can say it create a just in time inventory, and it will help to minimize the inventory cost as well as making the product available when we required it for the processing. Then the another term, that is the purchasing, mostly refers to the day to day management of material inflows and information. As I told, so purchasing management means it is related to procurement, it is related to inflows of material, inflows of all the resources which are required for the production and information. So it type of providing the material inflows, whatever material required for the further production, for the processing. And not only material, it is also the inflow of information which going to use for the processing. So it is what? It is a nature and scope of purchasing management. Then type of activities carried out. So what types of activities carried out in purchasing management? So we can say these are the some activities which are the part of purchasing management. So first one is commodity analysis, then market research. So these activities we will discuss in later on in upcoming slides. So these are the enlisted activities. The first one is commodity analysis, then market research, then purchase order tracking and follow up, then determination of needs and specification for internal customers, then transmitting forecast of future needs to suppliers, then supplier performance measurement, ensuring the specified requirements, contract management and negotiation, then management of inbound and outbound transportation, price cost analysis. So these are the activities which are the part of purchasing and sourcing management. So first activity, that is the sourcing management. So what is meant by sourcing? Sourcing means identifying a source from which we can purchase our material. So it is a sourcing. Sourcing means identifying the different sources which we can use as a suppliers for our purchasing of raw material. So here it given that sourcing management, it refers to various activities related to firm's total purchasing in a broader scope. So sourcing management means various activities, all the activities related to the purchasing in a broader scope. So it is a cross functional process of a firm's various activities such as engineering, quality design, manufacturing, marketing, accounting, strategic planning, etc., and their further integration with external organizations like vendors and inbound transporters who supply and deliver goods. So this is what we can say. Sourcing means it has a various activities which are related to firms purchasing. So it has a broader scope. It's not only has a broader scope, but it is a cross functional activities or cross functional process. Cross functional process means what? In which all the activities which are required for the processing are involved. That activities may be engineering activities, may be activity related to quality management, may be activity for designing the product, manufacturing, marketing, accounting, or strategic planning. So integration with external organizations like vendors and inbound transporters who supply and deliver the goods. So it is a cross functional process. So this cross functional process helps for what these types of all activities, but how they help? They integrate whatever these are the internal sources, engineering, quality, design, integrate these sources with external organizations. External organizations mean different vendors, mean different suppliers, and inbound transporters means making a good relations with external organizations. That organizations may be vendors, they may be the transporters who will going to supply product to our location and supply and deliver of goods. So this is all about the cross functional process. Then the focus of sourcing management involves integrating supplier capabilities into organizational process to achieve a competitive advantage. So what is the main purpose of purchasing management? Is to create a competitive advantage. Means your organization should be that much of quality, it should be the above average, by which they can fulfill the customer's requirement. They can make available of a product to the customers when actually they have a demand. So it is about the sourcing management. Then activities typically associated. So what are the activities which are associated with sourcing management? That is supplier identification, as I told. So first stage is to identify the suppliers who will going to supply raw material to our company. Then supplier evaluation and selection. So not only identification, first we have to identify the suppliers. We can say we have to shortlist, or we have to collect the number of suppliers who are available in our required product, and we can make a list of those suppliers who can supply the product to our organization. Then supplier evaluation and selection. After making a availability, after checking availability, after identification, we have to evaluate each suppliers. What we evaluate into this? We will going to evaluate either they are able to give whatever quantity we required, or we can evaluate either they will give the quality which we required, either they can deliver at a time when we required. So we have to evaluate about that suppliers. We can take a feedback from different customers of that suppliers, and on the basis of these all the factors we have to select a supplier. Then supplier development and improvement. So after selection we have to make a development in that suppliers, or we have to what we can say, we can make an agreement with that suppliers. We can make a contract with that suppliers. Then we can negotiate the terms and condition, prices and all those factors. And if we thought the somewhat improvement is necessary into that suppliers, so through our discussions, through our guidance, we can develop and improve that supplier. And then supplier integration into ongoing process. So it involves suppliers in new product development and ongoing production process. So if every time we require some changes in our product, if we are going to develop a new product, then we have to make an integration with suppliers. Then according to our development, according to our change, that change should be made in the raw material of our supplier. So that integration should be there with supplier and the company. So purchasing and sourcing management is focused on getting the right product or services to a right place at the right time, in the right quantity, in the right conditions, means in a right quality, and from the right supplier at a right price. So these factors we already discussed. So we should get all these factors, then we can say it is a good supplier. Then integrated supplier concept. So what is meant by integrated supplier? So supplier provides many products and services according to long standing agreements between its personnel and many different people inside the buying company. So integrated supplier means it provide many products and services. So multiple products are going to supply according to the agreement made by the purchaser and the supplier for buying a product. So it is an integrated concept. Then true partnership exists when both firms seek to gain a benefit in the market at the expense of outsiders. So in this setting, a relationship is often created over a longer term. So for example, Bajaj Auto, the fourth largest maker of two-wheelers, is the largest manufacturer of three-wheelers in the world operationally, outsourcing 60% of its components. So Bajaj Auto, it's a largest two-wheeler makers. So it has 60% outsourcing, means they are taking 60% of that components from the suppliers. So this is what the integration of then the best practices in suppliers or vendor management. So what are the best practices? So when we have or perform these practices, then there will be the proper relation, there will be the proper sourcing or procurement management in the organization. So first one is vendor rationalization. What is meant by rationalization? Rationalization means here they will logically think about the profit. They can make a rational decision, so that decision will be benefited them and they will be create profit from them. Then long term contractual relations. If they make a long term relations, they have a long term contracts for supply, then it is a good practice. Then collaborative efforts. So I think in first lecture we already discussed the supply chain management itself a collaborative efforts. So it is an interrelated chain. So one activity is depend on another activity. So if there is a proper collaboration between the parties, then it will help to improve the productivity and to improve the performance of an organization. Then vendor selection on non-price criteria. So this is the one of the important practices which have to consider by the company while selecting a vendors. So in a last slide we already seen that the vendors, after the identification of vendors, there was a one stage that was the evaluation and selection of suppliers. So that's evaluation, that selection of vendors, selection of suppliers, it is not only the basis of price. If he is supplying in a less quantity, that one parameter is not sufficient to select a supplier. Price is an important factor, no doubt, but along with price, the company, the buyer have to check the past performance of that company, how they supplying their material to different parties, and quick response capability. Either they are able to give a quick response, or either they are able to supply a product in a emergency condition. So all these factors have to consider, then only we have to make an agreement with the suppliers. Then quick response and minimum replenishment cycle time. So this already quick response. Replenishment cycle time means reorder and re-delivery system time. So it should be minimum. The delivery time, it should be the fulfilling the demand of requirement, it should be take minimum time. Then extensive use of information technology. So it is a very important factor. Then another one is transfer of technology and managerial skill. So they have a good, they have the advanced technology, as well as they should have a managerial skills. So managerial, what are the managerial skills? Normally we what we say, divide managerial skills into three types. So managerial skills are, the first one is interpersonal skill, informational skill. So there should be the interpersonal skills, there should be the proper interpersonal skill, there should be the information skills. So all these skills, and the last one, that should be the decision making skills. So these all skills should be there in the sourcing. Then have minimum source for the same inputs. Local sourcing, it will be better. Then continuous performance measurement of vendors, it also necessary. Every time the quality of incoming material should be checked. Then shared cost reduction, so cost reduction should be there. Then importance of purchasing and sourcing management. So what are the importance? So need of the hour for sustainable growth and competitive effectiveness. So why purchasing management is to sustainable growth. If we have the good suppliers, good quality material, then we can make a good growth and the organization can compete with the competitors. Then a quality improvement, small replenishment cycle time, small inventory, those are the importance. Then focus of proactive managers on new dynamics and challenging skills. So if they have the backup of the good suppliers, then they can take a dynamic decision, they can enter in a new product, they can accept the challenging skills, roles and value for their product. Then continuous increasing global competition. So global competition is increasing, so you should have a proper backup of the suppliers, then you can compete with the competitors. Then importance of purchasing. So the major contributions of purchasing in the overall performance of logistic functions of an enterprise and supply chain process are, what are the contribution? That is optimum quality, lowest possible total cost, developing and maintaining reliable and competitive suppliers, then contributing to low inventories and smooth flow, cooperating and integrating with the functions. So these are the importance of purchase. So what are the importance? There should be the optimum quality, means the optimum quality should be there. Then it should be make available at a minimum cost. Then the company should be compete with the competitors. They should have a competitive suppliers, so then only they will get the good quality product. And low inventory, so if company have a low inventories, then inventory cost will be minimized and smooth flow of production will be there. Then cooperating and integrating with the other functions, so it will help for coordinating and cooperating with the other. Now, the importance of purchasing and sourcing management. So what are the importance of purchasing and sources management? So first one is quality. If you have a good supplier, if you evaluated your supplier properly, then you will get a good quality raw material. So if you have a good quality raw material, then only you can able to create a good quality final product. So raw material should be of a good quality. If you have a good quality raw material, then your product quality will be obviously good one. Then cost. If you have a proper network of suppliers, you are have a good relationship with suppliers, then you will get a product when you required and at optimum cost. Suppose your suppliers are lacking somehow in supplying your product. If you are not evaluated your supplier properly, and in somehow after some time you face a situation of shortage or hike in a prices, then in that shortage condition, if you need to convert to or searching for another suppliers, then you have to pay the higher cost for making available of that raw material. So, and if you paying a higher cost, obviously your product cost will increase. If product cost will increase, then your margin will decrease. So all these factors are interrelated. So this is another important for having a proper management of purchasing. Then supplier relationship, as I told, you should have a good relationship with suppliers, then only you can you can keep that suppliers for long time, you can make a long contract and you will get a good quality material. And then low inventories and smooth flow. If your suppliers are providing your material at any time whenever you required, they are that much up capable, then it is not necessary to keep a extra inventory with company. So if you have a proper network of supplier, then you can minimize your inventory, and obviously it will minimize your the inventory cost. And if you have good relations with supplier, you have good suppliers, then your smooth flow of production will continue. Then interface with other functions. So obviously purchasing is interface with other functions. This we already discussed in previous slide, that there are the different activities, that may be design, that may be the quality, that may be the engineering. So those are the interrelated. So if you have the good purchasing and sourcing management, all activity will go smoothly. Then purchasing process trained for improved productivity. So purchasing process is responsible for productivity. If you have a proper purchasing process, your productivity will increase. If you don't have a proper purchasing process, if you have some lacuna in purchasing process, then your productivity will obviously affected. Then management techniques for relationship. So for making a relationship with suppliers, for customers, or any parties or any stakeholders who are directly and indirectly involved in your organization, so all those should be handled with the proper management. You should have a good relation, you should have a good communication, you should have a good customer relationship management system. So all these things you have to consider and you have to implement that in your organization. Then information system replacing paperwork. So you should have an information system. Instead of keeping a heavy files, hard files, paperwork, you can store that data in softwares. Then you will get easy access and you will reduce the time of maintaining that data. Then shift of research and development suppliers. So The suppliers also have to upgrade their research and development activity, and company can also select or they can shift to such a suppliers who have a good R&D practices. Always they having the research, they having a development in their product, and then they will supplying the product and outsourcing of third party. So if organizations for the supplying materials, it is a better to outsourcing. Every times if you require a raw material, there are two options: either make or either buy. Making a raw material, then using it will affect on your profit, as well as your resources will divert for making a raw material. So it is better to have a outsourcing, so your resources will be optimally going to utilize. So these are the some importance of the sourcing and purchasing. Then some are the responsibilities of suppliers. So what are the suppliers responsibility? Is to making the supply of goods as per quality specification. This is the very basic responsibility. Whatever specification specified at the time of making contract, that should be fulfilled. The product should be delivered as per the specification. Then quality inspection. So there should be the quality inspection every time. They should have a statistical process control or statistical quality control. So every time they should check the quality. They should ensure that your product is having a quality, it is having a specification which specified by the buyers, and then only they can supply. After that they should supply a raw material. Then small and continuous supply. So they should have a continuous flow of supply of raw material to the buyers, and zero defect delivery. So product should not have any defect in a supply. So there are different categories of suppliers. The first one is approved suppliers. So who are the approved suppliers? So those suppliers who are currently dealt with and have a record of meeting certain minimal standards of acceptance. So approved suppliers means the suppliers who are approved. Approved by what? They have a standards. They approved by some authority. They have a meeting. They can meet a standards whatever specified by the authority. They are the approved suppliers. Then qualified suppliers. So who are the qualified suppliers? The goods satisfactorily and are qualified by the buyers. So qualified suppliers mean the supplier who are qualified by the buyers. It is not qualified by any other party. So they qualified by the buyers. They evaluated him, and after the evaluation they qualified him. So those are the qualified suppliers. So typically the suppliers has a capability to produce excellent goods and ship them at a near perfect quality level. So these are the best supplier who can produce excellent goods and who can deliver that goods in a perfect quality. Who are the responsive for giving the product, then they do not have any defect, they use the quality checking, or they have the statistical process of checking a quality, controlling a quality. So those are the qualified suppliers. Then certified suppliers. So certified suppliers are those all goods are shipped 100% for use each and every time. So this is the level of certified, means not a single percent will waste from that raw material. Whatever goods are shipped, whatever material are transported, 100% material will be used. 0% wastage in a raw material. That are the certified suppliers. So this is the level attended when all previous categories are successfully met. So we can say certified supplier will met after the fulfilling the previous two types. So this is the special recognition to the supplier. So friends, today we discussed about the purchase and sourcing management, or purchasing and sourcing management. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any question, any queries, then you can contact on our group. Thank you.